Hello, welcome back to Daily English Boost. I am Kate.
And I am Martin. It's great to have you here with us today. On this channel, we help you practice real English.
If you like our video, we'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, it really helps us a lot. Thank you. Today we are going to talk about something very useful.
That's right, we are going to learn how to speak English at the grocery store.
The grocery store is a place we all visit, sometimes every week. So it's important to know the right words and phrases.
Exactly. Whether you're buying fruit, asking for help, or paying at the checkout, we'll teach you everything you need.
So Kate, when was the last time you went to the grocery store?
I went yesterday, actually. I needed to buy some vegetables and bread.
Did you find everything you needed?
Yes, I did. But I had to ask an employee where the pasta was. I couldn't find it.
That happens to me all the time. Even in my own neighborhood store, I sometimes can't find things.
It's normal. That's why knowing how to ask for help is so important.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. When you first arrive at the grocery store, what do you need?
Well, many people take a shopping cart or a shopping basket.
Yes, a shopping cart is the big one with 4 wheels. You push it. A shopping basket is smaller. You carry it in your hand.
If you're buying a lot of items, take a cart. If you're only buying a few things, a basket is better.
Good advice. Now let's talk about the different sections in a grocery store.
The first section is usually the produce section. This is where you find fresh fruits and vegetables.
I love the produce section. The colors are so beautiful. All the red tomatoes, green lettuce, yellow bananas.
Me too. So, Martin, what fruits and vegetables do you usually buy?
I always buy apples, bananas, and oranges. For vegetables, I like carrots, broccoli, and potatoes.
Those are very popular choices. I also buy spinach, cucumbers, and bell peppers.
In the produce section, you can often pick the exact items you want. You put them in a plastic bag and sometimes you weigh them.
Yes, some stores have a scale where you weigh your produce and print a price sticker.
After produce, there's usually the meat section. This is where you find chicken, beef, pork, and fish.
If you don't eat meat, you can skip this section. But many people stop here.
Can you ask for specific cuts of meat, Kate?
Yes, you can. You can say, "Can I have 2 chicken breasts, please?" Or, "I'd like half a pound of ground beef."
The butcher will help you. A butcher is the person who works in this meat section.
That's right. Now, let's talk about the dairy section. This is where you find milk, cheese, yogurt, and butter.
I go to the dairy section every time. I love cheese.
What kind of cheese do you buy?
Usually cheddar cheese or mozzarella. Sometimes I buy cream cheese for breakfast.
The dairy section is also where you find eggs, even though eggs are not dairy. They're just kept cold.
Good point. Now, one of the biggest sections is the aisle section. An aisle is a long row with shelves on both sides.
Yes, the aisles have so many different products. There's the cereal aisle, the pasta aisle, the canned food aisle, the snack aisle.
Don't forget the baking aisle with flour and sugar, and the beverage aisle with juice and soda.
Right. Each aisle usually has a sign hanging from the ceiling that tells you what's in that aisle.
But sometimes you still can't find what you need. That's when you need to ask for help.
Exactly. So let's practice. Martin, how do you ask an employee for help?
I usually say, "Excuse me, can you help me find something?"
Perfect. You can also say, "Excuse me, where is the pasta?" Or, "Do you have peanut butter?"
And the employee will usually walk you to the right aisle and show you exactly where it is.
They're very helpful. If they don't know, they'll find someone who does.
Now let's talk about some specific vocabulary. When you're looking at products, you might see different sizes.
Yes. You can buy a small bottle, a medium bottle, or a large bottle, or a small box, a big box.
Some products come in cans, like canned tomatoes or canned beans.
Other products come in jars, like jam or pickles.
And many things come in bags or packages, like chips, rice, or frozen vegetables. Speaking of frozen, there's also a frozen food section. This is a big freezer with ice cream, frozen pizza, frozen vegetables, and more.
I like the frozen section because the food lasts a long time.
Me too. Okay, now you've walked through the whole store and your cart is full. What's next?
It's time to go to the checkout. The checkout is where you pay for your items.
You stand in line and wait for your turn. When it's your turn, you put your items on the conveyor belt.
The conveyor belt is the moving surface that takes your items to the cashier.
The cashier is the person who scans your items and tells you the total price.
While the cashier is scanning, they might ask you, "Did you find everything okay?"
You can say, "Yes, thank you," or "Yes, everything was great."
They might also ask, "Do you have a loyalty card?" Or, "Do you have our rewards card?"
If you do, you give it to them. If you don't, you can say, "No, I don't," or "Not today, thank you."
After scanning everything, the cashier will say the total. For example, your total is $45.50.
Then they'll ask, "How would you like to pay?" Or "Cash or card?"
You can say, "I'll pay with card," or "I'll pay with cash."
If you pay with card, you insert or tap your card on the machine.
If you pay with cash, you give the money to the cashier and they give you change.
After you pay, the cashier will ask, "Would you like a bag?" Or "Do you need bags?"
Many stores now charge for plastic bags, so some people bring their own reusable bags.
That's better for the environment too.
You can say, "Yes, please," or "No, thank you, I have my own bag."
Finally, the cashier will give you your receipt. A receipt is the paper that shows everything you bought and how much you paid.
Always take your receipt. You might need it if you want to return something.
And then you're done. You take your bags and leave the store.
Let's do a quick review of some important phrases you can use at the grocery store.
Okay, first, asking for help. "Excuse me, where's the bread?" Or, "Can you help me find the olive oil?"
Second, at the checkout. "I'll pay with card," or "I don't need a bag, thank you."
Third, being polite. Always say please and thank you.
Thank you for your help is a nice thing to say.
Now, one more thing. Sometimes you might want to return something or exchange it.
Yes, you go to the customer service desk. This is usually near the front of the store.
You show them your receipt and the item, and you explain the problem.
For example, "I bought this milk yesterday, but it's expired. Can I exchange it?"
Or, "I bought the wrong size. Can I return this?"
The customer service person will help you.
Okay, it's time for our question of the day. Are you ready?
Yes. Today's question is, what is your favorite thing to buy at the grocery store?
Let me answer first. My favorite thing to buy is fresh bread. I love the smell of the bakery section.
Oh, that's a good one. My favorite thing to buy is strawberries. I love fresh, sweet strawberries.
Delicious. Now, viewers, it's your turn. What's your favorite thing to buy at the grocery store? Please write your answer in the comments below.
Maybe you love chocolate, or fresh flowers, or a special snack. We want to know.
And don't worry about making mistakes. We're all here to learn together.
Before we finish, let's remember the main points from today.
We learned about the different sections: produce, meat, dairy, aisles, frozen food, and checkout.
We learned how to ask for help. Excuse me, where is, or can you help me find?
We learned what to say at checkout. I'll pay with card and thank you.
And we learned some important vocabulary like shopping cart, basket, aisle, cashier, and receipt.
Remember, the more you practice, the more confident you'll feel.
Next time you go to the grocery store, try to use some of these English phrases.
Even if you're shopping in your own language, you can practice the English words in your head.
That's great practice.
Thank you so much for watching today. We hope this video helps you feel more confident shopping in English.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
We'll be back soon with another practical English lesson.
Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and happy shopping.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.